Welcome to this week's Regal's Rundown. I'm Josh Brehmer. Here we have another great episode. Today we have head coach of the men's golf team, Jason Tangquist, and freshman superstar, Pat Higgins of the baseball team. Today we'll start with Coach Tangquist. Coach, how are we doing? How are you doing the weather?
Oh, it's great.
Snow's finally melting a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah. So you guys just came back from the first tournament over spring break. Talk about how it went for you guys and what you really liked.
Well, you know, we were down at the Washburn Invite in Topeka, Kansas, and we played a really nice golf course. And the weather was, weather was warm one day, and the rest of the days it was kind of not so warm. And so, but you know what? We were playing golf, and it was a lot less snow than here. And
Exactly.
so, I think for the most part, the guys really tried to grind it out after being pretty rusty, and so they did as good as they can. We did have an injury at the tournament, so one of the guys wasn't really able to participate, which made it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah. Injuries always aren't the funnest. Yeah, just trying to get the rust off and stuff like that. Yeah. So you guys are heading to Corey Oaks, Ashland, Nebraska, where dreams are made, I heard.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
What kind of things are you expecting from your players moving in now that you guys are finally in the swing of things, trying to one tournament under? What do you want to see from your guys stepping into this week?
You know, we just need to be a little bit more consistent, and we actually need some guys to step up. Like I said, the one player we brought last week, Reed Bohm, he hurt his wrist, and he'd had some wrist issues before, and it was so cold out. He hit a few balls the first day, and he just couldn't play. He played about 12 holes, and it wasn't going real well, and so he's going to get to the doctor on that. But we also had one of our golfers' fathers had passed away.
Mm-hmm.
Matt McClure, and he's going to be back with us this week. He's not going to play a full schedule, but he'll be back, and he's one of our top guys. He's probably ranked as high as anybody on our team at this point, going into the NSIC tournament coming up in a couple weeks. So I just want him to play well, and then just try to be a little bit more focused, and the rust isn't going to be as much of an excuse. I think they all played a little bit more even over spring break. Some of them went some places, and so we're just looking towards the conference tournament.
Yeah. So talk about the new roles, like you said, Matt McClure, he had a family issue, and then also another guy getting hurt. Talk about the guys that are having to step in as their place, and also how you lost a player this past semester, how you really have to fill in those roles, and what do you want to see from those guys that are filling in those roles.
Right. Well, we've got 10 guys on the roster, and Jordan Radcliffe's a sophomore. He had limited play as a freshman in the top 5, and so he went along last week, and one out of his 3 rounds were a really pretty good round for us, and we needed him to do that in that round, and that's the sort of thing that we need from guys that are going to fill in. This week he's going to go again probably, possibly in the top 5. I'm bringing a couple extra guys this week because the tournament allows for it, and so Zach Simblock and Matt McClure Zach Simblock and Matt Bjorgo are going to come along, and one of those 3 is going to play in the top 5. Jesse Roscoe, junior, Seth Hepner, a junior, Mike Rodel, who's a sophomore who's a junior but a sophomore eligibility, and then Matt McClure, who's a junior. So, just some of the younger guys are going to need to fill in. Some of the guys that maybe haven't played as much in the top spots.
Yeah, trying to break that ice.
Yep.
Well, Coach, thanks for joining me today.
You bet.
And good luck in Corey Oaks.
All right, thanks.
So now we'll meet with freshman star Patrick Higgins of the baseball team. Pat?
How are you, buddy?
How you doing, bud?
Good.
Nice little tan from Florida, huh?
Yeah, more windburn than tan, but
I think that's a killer. So you're a freshman on the baseball team. You're getting a lot of playing time right off the bat. Talk about the speed of the game from high school to this level. Probably being one of the most dominant conferences in Division II.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot more demanding than high school. On the road a lot, and playing 4 games in 5 days in Florida, and it's just it's tiring. So you got to be mentally and physically ready to go in each game, and just stay positive.
So the baseball team were in Florida. Actually, we were there about a week ago. Talk about the games. We got 1 win. Talk about that, and what was your favorite part of Florida?
Favorite part is definitely that win. It was good to get the first W underneath the belt, and we definitely built on it, and just got to keep rolling after that good win and nice weather, and brought the spirits up a little bit. So
there you go. So talk about some of your goals for the ongoing of the season. Since you're a freshman, what are you really trying to work on of your game?
Just keeping up with the pace of the of the game, and it's it's a lot higher level, and a lot more games, and so you got to stay positive, and just keeping up with the speed of the game. Faster pitching, quicker players and everything, and just kind of catch up with the speed of the game.
Yeah.
So,
Freshman Patrick Higgins. Pat, thanks for joining me.
yeah, thank you.
See you at practice. I'm Josh Brehmer with this week's Regal Rundown. Make sure you tune in next week for something very, very special.